Coast Spotlight, shedding light on the musical artists of the East Coast of Canada. A live production aimed at discovering the artists behind the music, their lives, their careers, their likes, their dislikes, and of course, some quirky anecdotes from their journey through a musical life. Live from the studios of Tell-Il Community Television on beautiful Almadam off the east coast of Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. East Coast Spotlight.
Welcome to Tell-Il Community Television and this edition of East Coast Spotlight. I'm Chuck Boudreau and I'm your host for today. And with me, a group of at least one individual who's a little familiar to our viewing audience. But together, they make up a group called Simply Words. It's Miles Davidson and Catherine Heim. Welcome to East Coast Spotlight.
Thank you for having us.
So we're going to feature a lot of your music today. You're going to have lots of opportunities to perform for the audience, but let's first of all just kind of introduce yourselves. Miles, you're from the St. Peter's area.
Yes, I am from St. Peter's, currently living in Halifax at St. Mary's University, and I've been performing for just over 15 years now, actually, so it's been a long time for me, and I've been singing for just over 10 now, writing for about the same amount of time, and I've got one CD out, and very glad to be here and get the chance to perform again.
We'll talk a bit about some of your CD and some of your musical experiences in a moment, but at St. Mary's University, what are you taking right now?
I am a criminology and psychology student.
Okay, and you have about another year and a half to go?
Roughly, I think so.
Okay.
Subject to change, of course, but as of right now, yes, about a year and a half.
Sure. Now, Catherine, also a St. Mary's grad at this point. Yep. Yay to the grads. Also a St. Mary's grad, but from many years ago. Your program that you finished up?
I was also in criminology and psychology.
And that's how the two of you met, from what I understand.
Yep.
So we'll talk about your musical background. And you're from Bridgewater originally.
Yep, that's
so
correct.
Whatever brought you, just because St. Mary's and meeting Miles, I guess it is it?
Yeah, I guess I probably wouldn't have come here otherwise. I mean, maybe down the road for a vacation or something.
Sure.
But, yeah.
Well, we'll talk about your individual musical experiences in a moment, but why don't we just get to a couple of songs and get you to perform something for us.
Sure.
Okay.
And while you're getting ready, we will feature, they have a couple of original songs as well that they're going to be singing today, and we'll make sure we identify which original songs they are. They have done a demo. We'll talk about that as well. So, Miles and Catherine, Simply Words.
Many, many years ago, on the dusty Rosette Road, an argument was rising from the living room. James was a religious man who spoke about the good Lord's plan to bring us all to heaven when we're through. He'd heard it all so many times, but Charlie took it all for lies. There would be one lesson he would learn. Threw the good book on the ground, and James told him that the church go down and confess your sins or never once return.
I've done no wrong. Why must you make me leave this place where I belong? Why does your heavy hand come down on me so strong? I meant no harm, and now I long to go back to the farm. But until that day, this is where I'll stay.
Many letters to the family sent, told of Charlie's discontent, and begged of James to let the boy come home. But over the years he would not sway, and in time young Charlie passed away. And to this day in that house he roams.
I've done no wrong. I could never leave this place where I belong. Why did your heavy hand come down on me so strong? I meant no harm, and now I long to go back to the farm. But until that day, this is where I'll stay.
When the sun sets low behind the trees and everyone is in their dreams, his dark figure in shadows can be seen. When things get lost and can't be found, search high and low, have a look around, for Charlie may have changed where they have been.
I've done no wrong. I will never leave this place where I belong. Why did your heavy hand come down on me so strong? I meant no harm, and now that I have come back to the farm, from this day, this is where I'll stay.
Many, many years ago, on the dusty Rosette Road, an argument was arising from the living room. I've seen my share of broken halos, of folded wings that used to fly, and they've all gone wherever they go, broken halos that used to fly. Angels come down from the heavens just to help us on our way. They come to teach us, and then they leave us, and they find another soul to save. I've seen my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They've all gone wherever they go, broken halos that used to shine, broken halos that used to shine. And don't go looking for the reasons, and don't Don't go asking Jesus why, when I'm meant to know the answers. They belong to the by and by. Yes, they belong to the by and by. I've seen my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They've all gone wherever they go. Broken halos that used to shine. Broken halos that used to shine. Broken halos that used to shine.
That is Simply Words. It's Miles Davidson and Catherine Heim. Thank you very much for joining us here today. We talked right off the top of the show, Miles, maybe a little bit not unfamiliar to the viewing audience. And Miles, your connection to the community. I mean, people may know your dad.
Yes, my father was the bass player with Breaking Tradition back in the 90s primarily, and they were, of course, quite well known locally and also internationally in certain areas. And my grandfather, of course, Espo Davidson, came before that, played with Winston Scotty Fitzgerald back in the 50s. And yeah, so I picked it up and took off with it, like I say, between 10 and 15 years ago, and kind of been trying to do my own thing ever since.
So how much of an influence do you think that that had on you with having your father, your grandfather being involved in music?
I think that was one of the biggest influences. I don't know if I would have actually ever picked this up and tried it if I hadn't felt kind of that pressure. No one ever told me I had to do it, but you know, you grow up and you start to learn about what those before you have done, and you think to yourself, well, maybe it's my turn to try to make myself a name to be put out there. So that definitely was probably the biggest reason why I actually took this up.
Now, Catherine, coming out of Bridgewater, musical connections in your family at all, or were you just kind of born with that voice?
Well, it's funny you asked that. When I was younger, my mom always told me that I couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. She said
Yeah, well, that's changed, I can tell you that.
She said I wasn't very good. And when I was about 9, something sort of switched. We have some theories about it, but none of them are actually, something that we know for sure. So when I was 9, I started singing. I was in my room one day, and my mom came upstairs to ask me why I was playing the radio so loud. And I was like, well, I didn't play the radio that loud. It was me. And she was like, what? And after that, she's like, well, I have to get you to a voice teacher. So I was trained classically for 6 years under the direction of Mary Knickel. And then after those 6 years of voice training, I just sort of kept going, met Miles, and we just still doing the music.
So no one else in your family was musically inclined at all? Or?
My grandmother and my great-grandmother used to sing just around the house kind of thing, but nobody has actually pursued it any more than that.
Sure. So before the show, we were actually talking about whether you had an album in place, and Miles, you talked about you're having a solo album coming out soon.
Yes. Last time I was on the show, actually, I had just released my debut album, Leaving It Behind. And that's been just over 3 years now, and I decided that it's probably a good time to start something else. So in about October, I'm going to start putting together my second album.
Great. And you also told me that together you have a demo that you've put out?
Yes. Yes, just a couple of stripped-down songs, just something for people to listen to in the meantime while we try to find the time to actually put together a full CD.
Sure. Now, let's get back to more of the music. We'll talk more about kind of what you've been dealing with in terms of music and where your direction is going. But the song you're going to feature right now was actually written by your vocal teacher.
It is, yeah.
Mary Knickel, and it's called Till the Morning Time Comes. Mm-hmm. So it was a song that she wrote.
It is, yeah.
Does she know that you've been performing it now?
I don't know if she knows. When I was taking lessons from her, we started a group called Hodgepodge, which was just a bunch of her students doing a little group thing together. We did multiple harmonies and performed, had a lot of C based events like Tall Ships and Folk Harbor Festival. And this was one of the songs that she asked me to take the lead on. And I used to sing it all the time when I was with that group, and then only recently have I started singing it again.
Right. Well, that's great. So here is Till the Morning Time Comes. It is simply words, and it's Miles and Catherine. This is East Coast Spotlight on Tellil TV.
Story when I was small of a brave captain caught in a squall. His ship was in trouble, the winds were raw, so he called to his crewmen all, lower the lifeboats and sing me a song. Sing me a song, sing it loud, make it long. Don't stop the verses if they're right or they're wrong. The sun is just setting, the night has begun, and we'll keep our hearts singing till the morning time comes, till the morning time comes, till the morning time comes. The sun will be rising in all of our minds, far from the darkness where no one can run, and we'll keep our hearts singing till the morning time comes. The mate said to the captain, "Sir, it's too cold. I'm sorry I failed you, my spirit is worn. I'm tired and I'm hoarse, my voice is gone, and I can't continue the song." The captain said, "Rest, lad, I'll sing from here on. Though you can't make a tune, sing it loud in your soul. Let it caress you, put warmth in your bones. Tap to keep time, though your foot may be numb, and we'll keep the song singing till the morning time comes, till the morning time comes, till the morning time comes. The sun will be rising in all of our minds, far from the darkness where no one can run, and we'll keep our hearts singing till the morning time comes." And that's how they found him, still tapping his foot. His face, it was frozen, but his lips still moved, and from his mouth a whisper was heard. They replied, "There's nothing to fear. Captain, you can rest now, your rescue is here." He lifted his eyes to a face strong and young. He said, "No, I can't, for my duty's not done. I promised the lads that they'd see the new sun, and I'll keep their hearts singing till the morning time comes, till the morning time comes, till the morning time comes. The sun will be rising in all of our minds, far from the darkness where no one can run, and we'll keep our hearts singing till the morning time comes." And I remember that story when darkness surrounds, when I feel my heart slipping and I'm near to the ground. I remember that captain, his strength to go on, and I keep my heart singing till the morning time comes, till the morning time comes, till the morning time comes. The sun will be rising in all of our minds, far from the darkness where no one can run. And I keep my heart singing till the morning time comes, and we'll keep the song singing till the morning time comes.
Okay. So this is a tune that I wrote that I hope to see on the next album. This song is called Lady Grey.
This house cannot become a home without you here with me. I blind myself with lies, the truth I cannot see. Why'd you take it all away? We were destined to be together. I stood outside calling your name. The white dress that I wore, I still wear it all the time. It looks as good as before. Soon I'll find you standing there, and one day we will have our forever. I will wait for you, my love, for one day you'll be mine. Hand in hand we'll show the world, together we'll be fine. But for now I walk this road, I long to stay. And until I find a way to get to you, I'll forever be Lady Grey. When they told me what you'd done, I said they were insane. For a man so deep in love could never be this way. But alas, they told no lies. They said the groom-to-be had been taken. You stood there at the Citadel each and every day. I came to visit you, my love. Oh, so often you would say how I can't wait to be yours. Oh, my dear, was I mistaken? And I will wait for you, my love, for one day you'll be mine. Hand in hand we'll show the world, together we'll be fine. But for now I walk this road, I long to stay. And until I find a way to get to you, I'll forever be Lady Grey. If you see me standing there, I mean to you no harm, for my love is waiting here. He's to take me by the arm on the day I disappear. You will know that I've reached my forever. And I will wait for you, my love, for one day you'll be mine. Hand in hand we'll show the world, together we'll be fine. But for now I walk this road, I long to say. And until I find a way to get to you, I'll forever be Lady Grey.
Thank you.
She'd trade Colorado if he'd take her with her. Closes the door before the winter lets the cold in, and wonders if her love is strong enough to make him stay. She's answered by the taillights shining through the window pane. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're in the man, and you ain't ever gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. At a truck stop diner just outside a lake. The night is black, just the coffee he was drinking. And in the waitress' eyes he sees the same old light is shining. He thinks of Colorado and the girl he left behind him. He said, I want to see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? She said, you're the man, and you ain't ever gonna change. You got a gypsy soul to blame, and you were born for leaving. Born for leaving. Well, it's a winding road when you're in the lost and found. You're a lover, I'm a runner, and we go round and round. And I love you but I leave you, and I don't want you but I need you.
No, it's you that calls me back here, baby. I wanna see you again, but I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then? I'm a rambling man.
I ain't ever gonna
I ain't
change.
never gonna
Got a
change.
gypsy soul to claim, and I was born for leaving. When I close my eyes, I see you. No matter where I am, I can smell your perfume through these whispering pines. And with your ghost in, well, it's a shame about the weather, but I know soon we'll be together. And I can't wait till then. I can't wait till then.
words, that's Miles Davidson and Catherine Heim. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to your music and I'm thinking there's no way you could have been tone deaf when you were younger. It's amazing. Your voices together are absolutely amazing. So I'm so glad that you guys found each other at university. So I was looking at Facebook and noticed that you both just recently did a Tragically Hip tribute.
Yes, it was yesterday, August the 24th. And it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I'm the biggest Tragically Hip fan out there, and I'll gladly argue with anyone who says otherwise. But it's been a dream of mine to go to a concert, to sing a song for them maybe. And of course, none of those things were able to happen, but something like this was. And the Door Lights Inn was very kind to get behind the idea, and they really helped bring the whole thing together with the T-shirts and the special menu. And we just showed up and did 2 hours of all hip tunes, and it was a fantastic time.
Did you feel a bit like Gord Downey?
You can't help but feel like that, actually. I was missing the hat and a little bit of the kind of the aluminum tone flash that he used to wear, but you see the people singing along, and you know how much they enjoyed the music over the years, and you kind of channel that, and it really just makes for a really enjoyable time.
Great. So, Catherine, you were there as well, and he had
yeah.
a number of. Who were some of the other special guests that joined you along for that?
My father, Harold, was the other special guest, actually. I gave him a list of 27 songs and said, "You've got a month. Figure them out." And it was he practiced a lot, and it went extremely well, and I was very proud of what he was able to accomplish in just a month, even though I've been listening to them for years, so I was a bit ahead of him, I guess. But the three of us did a couple hours, like I say, and it was a great time.
So I often see, as well as many other local musicians, are often called upon for various local benefits and local concerts, and that's where I've kind of noticed the two of you at some various concerts as well. And so, does that keep you busy with the people looking to have you perform places?
Definitely so. The fundraisers are a big one for us, and it's something special to my heart. Being from Cape Breton, of course, there's fundraisers all the time. It's very much a cultural thing for us. And I've often been called upon saying, we can't pay you to come down. We know you're in Halifax, but will you do it? And I can't say no, because it's such a good thing for me, just the feeling of it and knowing you're helping someone else. And the busier I can be with that stuff, the happier I am, really. But we often do a lot in Halifax as well, more of the paid thing up there, and keeps us busy during the summer months.
What about house parties? You often get called in to do like individual house parties, or?
We haven't actually done any house parties yet.
So
but,
there's a new market for you.
Yes.
It sounds like a really awesome time, and we'd love to definitely get into
Yes,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure. Listen, let's get back to a bit more music. Right now, we're going to listen to Peter's Dream, and maybe there might be a Tragically Hip song in there somewhere.
You never know.
Maybe.
Might possibly. This is Simply Words, Miles Davidson, Catherine Heim, and this is East Coast Spotlight on Tel LTV.
I still get up before the day breaks, and I still walk down to the shore, and I watch the sunrise from the eastern ocean, but I don't sail to meet it anymore. How could they let this happen? We saw it coming years ago. Those greedy ships kept getting bigger and bigger, and the sonar told them where to go. Last night I dreamed that I was sailing out on the Sea of Galilee. We cast our nets upon the water, and Jesus pulled them in with me. Where am I gonna go now? What about this boat I own? And what about this old piano? And what about my father's bones? Last night I dreamed that I was sailing out on the Sea of Galilee. We cast our nets upon the water, and Jesus pulled them in with me. Yes, he pulled them in with me. Someone sang an old sea shanty and nearly told a mainland joke. And Kelly cursed and swore until his voice gave out, and then he asked me for a smoke. And then he took his father's shotgun, walked to the harbor through the town. He fired 14 times, woke everyone up, and we all watched that ship go down. Last night I dreamed that I was sailing out on the Sea of Galilee. We cast our nets upon the water, and Jesus pulled them in with me. Last night I dreamed that I was sailing out on the Sea of Galilee. We cast our nets upon the water, and Jesus pulled them in with me. Yes, he pulled them in with me. I still get up before the day breaks, and I still walk down to the shore, and I watch the sunrise from the Eastern Ocean, but I don't sail to meet it anymore.
So this next tune is by the Tragically Hip. This one's called Bob Cajun.
Left your house this morning about 9:15. Could have been the Willie Nelson, could have been the wine. When I left your house this morning, it was a little after 9. It was in Bob Cajun. I saw the constellations reveal themselves one star at a time. Drove back to town this morning with working on my mind. I thought of maybe quitting, I thought of leaving it behind. Went back to bed this morning And as I'm pulling down the blinds, yeah, the sky was dull and hypothetical, and falling one cloud at a time. That night in Toronto, with its checkerboard floors, riding on horseback and keeping order restored, till the men they couldn't hang stepped to the mic and sang, and their voices rang with that Aryan twang. Got to your house this morning just a little after 9, in the middle of that riot. Couldn't get you off my mind, so I'm at your house this morning just a little after 9, 'cause it was in Bob Cajun where I saw the constellations reveal themselves one star at a time. Thank you. So this next tune is another original that I hope to be on the next CD. It's inspired by a little bit of Lenny Gallant's work, the Dave Gunning stuff, that kind of local folk sound that I've been known for so long. And it took me a year to write this one, but it's a little tune about the fishermen, which might be something that a lot of people in this local community can relate to. And it's called Red Sky at Night. I am a fisherman, my stories I have told of when I fished upon the sea. I've been rocked by many waves, been driven by the tides, all just to feed my family. We set our traps at the coming of the day and pulled them in at setting sun. And by the grace of the red fire in the sky, the devil's work would be undone. Distant ships upon the water, all lost within that golden light. They try to make it to the home port once again, guided safely by the red sky at night. Father was a fisherman, he spoke about the sea, how it had taken many souls off the Atlantic coast where the waters are so cold. Many ships lie down below. He told me many tales of vessels out at dawn who saw the red sun in the sky. They were lost at sea that day, never to be found. Many sailors left behind. The distant ships upon the water, all lost within that golden light. They try to make it to the home port once again, guided safely by the red sky at night. The devil is a fisherman, he preys upon the tide and sets fire to in the morning sky. When sailors set their traps, the water starts to roll and the ocean waves become unkind. But when that burning sun is in the sky at night, the sailors know they are alone. The devil has been cast away, if only for a while, so that the ships can travel home. The distant ships upon the water, all lost within that golden light. They try to make it to the home port once again, guided safely by the red sky at night. The distant ships upon the water, all lost within that golden light. They try to make it to the home port once again, guided safely by the red sky at night. The red sky at night.
Miles Davidson and Catherine Heim, that's Simply Words, and this is East Coast Spotlight on Till Ill. We're just about to wrap up, but I wanted to ask, because oftentimes people throughout their, whether it's a musical career or through becoming successful in whatever they've chosen to do, there's always those people behind them that have supported them and have kind of pushed them along the way. And I just wanted to ask each of you, like, who is that person or people for you?
I think the people that play that role for me are definitely my parents. My parents are very supportive of my music and whatever I'm doing all the time. My grandparents as well, they're always there. Now that I've met Miles, it's his parents as well. They always have our back on everything, and Miles as well. He's always pushing me personally to do my best and to keep pursuing music.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd say that my people who push me are definitely my parents, my grandparents, both my late grandparents, and my grandmother who's still with us. Catherine now has been pushing me a lot to just go out there and get out of your comfort zone and try to, recommend even going take vocal lessons. Just explore those things you don't know yet and try to learn a little bit more. Over the years, I've had a lot of help from J.P. Cormier, Dave Gunning, Cyril McPhee, just to name a few people, local musicians who've really had my back all along and have always encouraged me to go out there and try to get the music out there and make sure that it's always fun.
This just popped to mind. Were you part of band camp?
Yes, I was.
Bandemonium?
Number of years ago, back when they first started, yes.
Nice. That's an excellent program.
It's absolutely.
Excellent. So if anybody wanted to try to reach out to you, to book you, how would they find you? What's the best way?
They can find us on Facebook. We each have our own personal Facebook music pages, as well as on Facebook as Simply Words. Then you can definitely reach out to us there.
Sure, that's great.
Yes, and we also have a YouTube channel now under Simply Words, where you can find some of our recent material and hopefully some more in the future.
Nice. So we're just about to wrap up. We're going to have an original tune coming from you in just a moment. But I wanted to share with the audience, you've probably heard them clapping, but there is a live studio audience here as we're recording East Coast Spotlight and having it performed for you. If you have an idea of someone you'd love to see featured on East Coast Spotlight, then call Tell-Il at 902-226-1928 and share the idea with them. Always looking for new ideas, maybe some new entertainers to feature on East Coast Spotlight. So thank you very much for being with us today. Miles Davidson, Catherine Heim, Simply Words, and joining us for East Coast Spotlight. I'm sure that the audience who are here and those who are watching at home have simply enjoyed your music.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Let's take this out now by having one of your original tunes called When I Need Love. This is Simply Words, and this is East Coast Spotlight and Tell-Il TV.
Got out of bed this morning and I knew I wouldn't be alright. I had you on my mind since the last fight. You see, the way I feel is changing, and I think I need a little time. But she don't see what's really on my mind. 'Cause when I need love, you're the one I'm thinking about. And when I kiss your lips, I know that there's no doubt. Baby, when I dream, it's never her I see. My time with you is never long enough. When I need love,
Driving to work this morning, couldn't stop thinking about you. Sometimes I wish you only knew that I've been running around in circles. Hey, you're the one I'm trying to find, and he don't see what's really on my mind. 'Cause when I need love, you're the one I'm thinking about. And when I kiss your lips, I know that there's no doubt. Baby, when I dream, it's never him I see.
my time with you is never long enough. When I need love, oh, when I need love, you're the one I'm thinking about. And when I kiss your lips, I know that there's no doubt. Baby, when I dream, it's always you I see. My time with you is